scrolling on the tube of the U today. What will I find on my channel? I was thinking about making a sequel to one of my videos. What was one of the better ones? Yeah, there we go, the Kre-o 2011 retrospective.
Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
Hello everybody, it's me, Transforming Bug, here with another video, and as the intro to this video suggests, I'm doing a sequel to the Kre-o 2011 retrospective, Kre-o 2012 retrospective. So, 2012 includes Quest for Energon and Microchangers, so it's simple enough. So I guess I'll just get into it. So the first set on our list is the Battle for Energon, and it comes with Prime and Megatron and Mini Prime and Megatron, which are the only things we're focusing on. We don't focus on the humans here. The big Prime and Megatron are kind of cool. They look okay. And the little ones are, I like the little Kre-o guys. They're my favorite of all of them. So, yeah, I've just been, I just like those ones. So, yeah, they're pretty neat. So right now we're just looking at the motorcycle part of it, and the motorcycle part's pretty neat. It's a red bike for Barricade to ride on. I don't know why Barricade needs a red bike, but I guess Barricade needs a red bike.
This first one here is Barricade. I like him. He's a new Ray guy. At one point I thought he was Megatron, I think, so that's kind of weird, but like Barricade's definitely not my favorite of the 2012 year ones, but like when you have as good of competition as later ones, I don't know how he could be, but he's good for being Barricade. Yeah, here's the Autobot Trooper. Yes, he does not have his smokestack. I couldn't find it. He's actually one of the cooler ones of the Autobot Troopers because he's got the two little door wings. Yeah, I like him a lot.
So first off, we have Decepticon Ambush, and it's neat how Cliff Jumper has a little vehicle, but still, why do the robots need their own little vehicles? And I like how there's 3 Viacons instead of just one, so you can build like an army or something of them. For the first of the figures from the Decepticon Ambush set, we have Cliff Jumper, who is literally just the same as Bumblebee, but in red. So watch the first one to see how I think about Bumblebee. So the 3 Viacons, it looks like the left one is a ground Viacon, the middle one is a air Viacon, and the right one is a unaffiliated vehicle mode Viacon. I like the air one. I've always liked the air Viacons more than the ground ones. I don't know why. But being fair though, the left one is Steve. I believe his name was, so now we have the Kre-o Devastator set, who comes with Devastator, Mini Devastator, and Ironhide. Now, so Ironhide is cool. Okay, and the bigger version of him, the bigger one that was a Toys R Us exclusive, comes with a bigger Ironhide, which I might end up putting on screen for half of this. So I like that one, how it comes with a bigger Ironhide. And I would have the Ironhide figure, but when I first got it, younger me decided it was a great idea to try to pull the arms off of Ironhide, and snap they went. So my Ironhide's missing an arm, so that's why I don't have him on screen. But there was also apparently a yellow Devastator that came out that was placed in random boxes, like the Chrome C3PO. This next one is the Vortex Rotor Assault, I believe it was called. And I like how it comes with a big and tiny Vortex, but there is a better Vortex that comes out later. This one's pretty good though. Now this next one is Stealth Bumblebee. It's neat how it's the black and yellow instead of the yellow and black instead of the black and yellow. I like it. It's cool. So this is for both of the wheeljacks here. I like how the small one fits in with all the other guys from the previous year, but the big one doesn't really fit in with them, which sucks, but beggars can't be choosers. Uh, it's neat how he got made, though. Now, this next one we're looking at here is Knockout, who I actually have the figure for. I just completely forgot to do the recording the audio for it, so. Well, the video, actually. So, next one I'll include an in-hand shot of Knockout, but I like the big one and small one. It's cool how it's themed after Transformers Prime. That's about all I have to say about it, honestly.
This is Crankcase, I believe. No, Crankcase was blue. No, this is Crankstart. This is the way he appears in the book, so this is the correct way. Uh, and he's got a purple gun and 2 smokestacks, so he's really cool. I don't have the transformation parts, but for some of them I do. So there will be some that do transform, because not this one though. This is Galvatron, and just like Crankcase, whatever his name was, uh, I don't have the transformation parts, but he's a very nice purple boy. A very nice lavender boy, actually. I don't know what color purple it is. I think it's lavender. Here is Spinister, the first one I will actually be able to transform. Uh, Fun fact about Spinister, he was actually originally going to be part of the Skyseekers, who is a team that I made a community post about. There will be later stuff coming out about them later. As I was saying, so this one actually does transform. So I'll show you guys the transformed mode. So you're going to want to take all these things off. Separate this from here. You're going to want to push that up. Push that up. You're going to want to push this up over there. And you're going to want to plug that into Spinister's stomach. And then you're going to want to attach this right here. And it's a little helicopter, I guess. This is Sunstorm. Sunstorm, I do not have the parts to transform him, but hey, there's a little extra molding on there. Huh. That aside, Sunstorm's pretty neat. He's just the same as Starscream, Thundercracker, everybody else like that. There's not really much to write home about.
So this next one we have here is Scorponok, which I actually have Scorponok, just not a complete one, so I don't have him fully. He's pretty cool. I like how he doesn't have the traditional hands. He has different hands, and he's pretty neat. This next one we have on the radar here is Waspinator, my favorite of the characters from Beast Wars. He is the best, and so is Dinobot, but Waspinator's the best. Fight me.
Guess what? Another one I can't transform. This is Springer. I like Springer. He's got the helicopter. He has the helicopter blades on his back. It's also neat how he has 2 swords. They become the things for his helicopter, but I can't turn him into it. So, yeah. Springer's pretty neat. Actually, if you want, you can use his helmet and his torso piece to make the unreleased Hound, which I might show a picture of. I don't know.
So the next one here is Singe, and the Kre-o book says that he likes his hot dogs burnt to a black crisp, and that is disgusting. Okay, that's just disgusting. So up next is Quickslinger, who is kind of weird considering Superion ended up getting released a year later. No, sorry, 2 years later, so it's odd why he was released early. So yeah. And up next is Warpath. Warpath is pretty neat. I like how he actually turns into a tank. That's pretty cool of him to do. And he kind of looks like Warpath, but I wish he had the great thing on his face.
Blast Off, who came out a year before his other teammates. This is a pretty neat one. He can actually, this one can transform. So I'll transform him. You're going to want to remove those, put those on the bottom of his feet. You're going to want to grab his backpack part, move it to the back there. And yes, this one's missing like one part for the combined mode. You're going to want to take his gun off, put this right there. Oh, I bumped my camera. Sorry. You're going to want to grab the handle for his gun and put it back there, and then turn the fin on the back. And you have a spaceship. Well, a space shuttle. So that's basically all for Blastoff.
I like how Bludgeon is a. I like how he's basically the same as Warpath, but he's got neon blue treads instead this time. Neon green, neon blue. That kind of color. It's neat how he has a skull face, like he usually does. So, Hook is a really weird case for these guys. So, he came out 2 years before his teammates. Okay? He wasn't a part of the set, which is fine, but the combiners would be neat if they came with 6 guys or 5 guys. Uh, but not yet. Uh, he also came out before his other teammate, Long Haul, who came out, I think, a year before the combiner came out. And even still, that's weird.
This is Arachnid. Arachnid's pretty cool. She turns into a spider, so I really don't have much to talk about her, so I'll turn her into the spider mode. She's a lot harder than the other ones. You switch these parts around. You grab these, peg them into the other side, clamp those. Actually, that's upside down. You clamp those like that. I said like that. Sorry, some technical difficulties. You're going to want to do that. Do the same on the other side. Well, this is the longest of the Kre-o recordings, probably. And then you flip her things around. Flip her arms around and turn her helmet, and then you have Spider. That doesn't stand very well. I know I'm doing it wrong. Somebody in the comments, please correct me. But yeah, I know I'm doing this wrong. Spider. I figured out how to do it.
So, as I gather, this one is the prime Insecticon to go with Arachnid, Black Arachnid, no, Arachnid. So, they didn't do Bombshell, Kickback, and Shrapnel until. Kickback, Bombshell, and Shrapnel. Sorry, that's the wrong order. They didn't do it till, like, around wave 3, I think, of the micro changers. I'm checking quickly. It's neat though how he actually turns into like an insect. Yeah, they didn't do kickback till wave 3. So yeah, I kind of like the Insecticon. He's pretty neat.
This is Inferno, who transforms, but like always, I don't have his item. he has an Autobot symbol, but in the book he's a Predacon. When I'll do a review on the book on its own, on the 2013 one. No, 2014 one, sorry. So Inferno's actually pretty kind of cool. Took me a little bit to get him complete, though. Rampage, yet again, came out before his teammates did. He's actually a really simple transformation. He comes with a sword and an orange thing right there, but I couldn't find them. His transformation is literally just... That's it. That's his transformation. It's neat, I guess. This is Dirge. The final one of the ones I'm gonna have a in-hand recording of, and he's pretty neat. He does transform. You flip that up. You flip that up. You flip him on his stomach. And that's it. This is actually a kind of sad playing mode, but it works, I guess. Sorry, last one I lied. This is my actual last in-hand view. This is the Devastator that was released in October of 2012 or 2013, so I'll have them in both. But I have two of them. One in box, one out of box. I went to like a toy show one time. My thing tilted. To a toy show one time, and somebody there had two of these. They're $5 a pop. One of these Devastators, fresh in box, goes for $40 each online, so I snagged up the deal for two of them for like $10. He comes with a little clear Megatron, and I don't have the Bumblebee, but I will look at the Bumblebee on like a picture. So yeah, this is Devastator. The box, OxfordCreo.com, Kre-o Transformers, Devastator, Kre-o Transformers, the sides. Yeah, he's pretty neat.
So this is the second exclusive that came out this year, or promotional release. It came out in New York Comic Con 2012, and it is the clear blue Bumblebee, which I think is actually really cool, and I have a spot for one where all my Kre-o guys are. I almost bought one at one point, but it was like $20, and I was waiting until I'm waiting till I can find a deal for one like I found with Devastator for $5 each. But the Bumblebee is actually really cool, so I'm not going to complain. I don't have it yet, but it's nice to look at. Well, so this has been Transforming Bug, everybody. Here I am with the Kre-o 2012 Quest for Energon background. This one's a little bit longer than the previous one, considering that there's a little bit more for me to cover this time. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been Transforming Bug. Subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't want to. It doesn't really matter to me. And goodbye.